Such a pleasure to have your company, folks, here at beautiful Southampton, Bermuda. We're here for the PGA Grand Slam of Golf, this Port Royal Golf Club, where strolling the grounds, you never know who you're going to bump into. Luminaries of all sorts, including my friend Wynn McMurry, who you know well from Golf Channel and her work, and she's here alongside us. Sharon Sunoo is the founder and president of Birdy and Grace. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Great.
Doing
oh my
so
gosh,
well.
it's awesome to be here.
Exactly. In Bermuda. It's gorgeous.
Have you guys had a chance to, let me ask you this first, Sharon. Birdy and Grace, how would you describe the clothing line?
It's a women's high-end golf line catered exclusively to golfing women all around the world. We're considered sort of fashion forward. We don't think there's any other brand that looks like what we look like. We've been around now for about 6 years, and we're really starting to make some amazing strides. So it's kind of cool.
When you think about clothing in the game of golf, for me, it's always been a source of frustration that for years I thought golf clothing was absolutely boring as could be. When you think about it for women's fashion, where are we at right now, and how is Birdy and Grace redefining the game in that regard?
Well, I think when it comes to women's clothing in golf, we are actually making a lot of strides right now in making the game, I think, more women friendly. And, earlier this year I was asked, who is the best dressed woman in golf? What's the best dressed woman that you have seen so far this year? And the consensus was it was Condoleezza Rice wearing a green jacket. And I think that has, really translated in a lot of ways by welcoming women into the game so openly, and really now starting to, take note and take interest that we have so many women that want to play and want to look good playing and want to feel comfortable out on the course in what they're wearing. And Birdy and Grace does a great job of that, because it's not your just basic off the rack tech wear. I mean, right now I'm wearing a Birdy and Grace shirt, and it is performance fabric, but it's cut in a way that's very flattering to a woman. It's, with a woman's body in mind and colors in mind. It's actually Carolina blue, which is one of my favorite colors. It works for me. But yeah, so I think we are making, as you said, Sharon, great strides.
To that point, Sharon, where Wynn is talking about the cut and it's flattering to women in the fashion perspective, but you have to find a balance between making a piece of apparel that also can be used in an athletic endeavor. Where and how do you find that balance?
We call it the Sandbox. Like, you kind of have to sort of design and think about and plan in the sandbox, because if you start moving outside of that space as much as you may want to, you have to think about the women that you're dressing, and you have to think about what it is that they're doing. They're playing a sport. They could get hot. They could get cold. You want to keep them as comfortable as possible. There's nothing worse than playing, for 4.5 hours in something that is just bugging you, like the tail of a shirt keeps sticking out, so we take all of those things into consideration. But the Sandbox really is more sort of a perspective that we take. Yeah. We try to be classic, like sort of giving homage to the traditions of and the poise of golf, but at the same time sort of moving into the future, which is fabrication, printing. I mean, there's a whole slew of possibilities with the textiles portion of clothing.
Well, that fabrication, if you will, Wynn described it as performance fabric. We hear that word so often relative to sports garments and golf in particular. What does that mean?
Well, it really, I think, revolves around the comfort concept, right? It's a whole, it's a target for us. Aside from just looking beautiful and having great colors, like I said before, if it's not comfortable, she's not going to want to wear it again. And she's probably not going to come back and purchase something from us. So the comfort factor is the wicking. So taking away the moisture out of the body. The quick drying. So once it's been extracted, it sort of dissipates into the air. Stretch. But then it's also things like if it's too fitted, if it's too stretchy, a woman doesn't like sort of, well, I think most women don't like.
Feeling really constricted.
Yeah, feeling really constricted or showing just a little bit too much. I think that is a comfort factor. We also now, all of our products are UV A and B protected. So as much as you put on sunscreen on the exposed part of your body, believe it or not, most fabrics only have an SPF of 5.
Really?
Yes. So you're really supposed to wear sunscreen under your clothing, which is scary.
Why are you looking at me and laughing as you're saying that? Someone that lacks human pigment.
I mean, we all do. I mean, who wants to put all that stuff on and then have to put on a performance shirt? Nobody. First of all, nobody has time. I'm always 5 minutes late to a tea time, which is really not good, but that would add another 5 minutes there.
When you said that you don't want it to be constricting, you've never struck me as one who is constricted. This fabric in this fashion, the marriage that has been met with Birdy and Grace, do you find that it provides you an opportunity to wear these garments away from the golf course as well?
Completely. I'm wearing a pair of pants right now that are Birdy and Grace as well, and they're just a black knit pant.
It's called the Miracle
Knit.
Knit.
The Miracle Knit, and they're totally a transition piece that you can wear working. I could wear these on air with a blazer, and then take off the blazer, put on a golf shirt. Unfortunately, like men, women can't do the same thing with the golf shirt sometimes in my profession. But, throw on a golf shirt, keep on the pants, and they do go.
Away you go.
Exactly. Or wear them out to a nice dinner, throw on a pair of heels, and they would go with that as well. I mean, who doesn't love a good, comfortable, as a woman, black pant that's, flattering to your body, but it also, it's got this great stretch material. It's a nice piece, Sharon. Thank you.
So here we are at the waning moments of this day today. You guys have been here all day through the first day of the actual competition proper with the 4 golfers. What did you do today? What are you doing to try to get your message out to those assembled on site?
I think that's a really good question. We actually have a terrific relationship with Fairmont Hotels and Resorts. They have sort of, folded us into their golf world.
Nice.
And we're doing a trunk show at the Turtle Hill Golf Club when we'll be there. And we're expecting quite a number of women. It was an invitation went out to all the Bermudian golf women. There's an international association.
Very nice.
Apparently there's like 1,500 members. Each of the individual golf courses were sent an invitation to come meet McMurry, talk about Birdy and Grace. So we're sort of doing this sort of real big kickoff event that revolves around, obviously, the Grand Slam.
We've got about 30 seconds left here. Sharon, Sunoo, the founder and president of Birdy and Grace. How can people listening to us all over the world get more information on your products?
I think we have a pretty good website. It offers a lot of information, our philosophy. You can also order or purchase stuff of ours online.
And what's that website?
It's www.birdyandgrace.com. It's BIRDYAND Grace.com.
Okay, birdyandgrace.com for more information. Good luck with all you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Sharon Wynn, always a delight to see you. Thank you so much for your time as well.
Folks,
we'll be back with more from the Port Royal Golf Club. This is the 2013 PGA Grand Slam of Golf. Stay with us.